Urdizzle back again with the daily tournament ending on July 11th. So my bag for this round is pretty standard with one minor change. So I've got the usual fuse, river, musket lineup, all accurate windbreak. I've got my wind glide recoil, which I use on a couple holes, cave to cave being one of them, and then my light glide ballista. And I did switch back in the glide skip ballista for one of the Oak Hill holes. I feel it works a little better. And I'm trying something a little different here, where you're going to get 2 rounds that did not get first place, but I sped it up to 4 times. So you don't have to sit there for a full 8 minutes to watch 2 whole rounds. It'll be 2 minutes. And so you can see I aced 2 of the first 2 holes. I'll go a little fast because this is going super fast. So the cave to cave, I got the birdie on. This one's pretty standard there. Hole 6, you've got to play a little bit of turnover and try to get the eagle on that one. And so this is one where I like to use the recoil, the Mando hole there. And so basically this whole round boils down to these 2 holes. And so hole 8, I was able to skip it up. So that's the hole I like using the glide skip on. And then hole 9, because it's the 926 update, rollers are essentially useless. And so you're left with, right there, I just chained out. You're left with trying to throw a throw in from outside 100. That one was actually 160, I think. So that was the first run through. So I shot a 16 on that. And so now this is the second run through, which is pretty much the same stuff. And you'll notice I did not grind for 3 aces to start with. I got 2 aces the first run through and 2 that time, and I just rolled with it. And so that, I wouldn't say that put me a stroke behind, but that definitely made things a little more difficult. And right there, I got kind of lucky hitting a tree. So again, I'm trying something different with this speed, so just kind of roll with it. And then hole 8 here, I nailed it last time. This one I left way wide. It just, the wind kind of took it. And so I was not able to eagle that one. But of course, I think you know what's going to happen here. I got hole 8 and missed hole 9 last round. So this one, I missed hole 8 and, of course, threw in hole 9 from 165. All right, so this is the actual round that took first place, or at least has first place right now. And so I aced hole 1 with my accurate windbreak musket. So this is back to regular speed now that this is the round I wanted to show. And then this is the one that was eluding me. And these rounds were spread out. Those last 2 rounds you saw were about 8 minutes apart. And this one was about 20 minutes after. I'd say I spent about 40 minutes on this. The first 20 I spent just messing around with different ace lines. Like on the cave to cave hole, I spent about 5 or 10 minutes just trying some stuff out, and none of that stuff worked. And so this round, you'll notice I was able to get all 3 of the first ones. So hole 1 with the musket, hole 2 with the fuse, and hole 3 with the river. So now I'm in really, really good shape where I don't have to eagle hole 9. I just need to make sure. And right here, I was not going to lie, my heart skipped a beat there where I thought, you got to be kidding me. I aced the first 3 holes, and then I forget to turn over the recoil on the cave to cave, but I got a fortunate kick, so I was still able to get the birdie out of that. Hole 5 here, I know a lot of people will throw a musket or an explorer, and this is a hole where I absolutely love the river. It's straight as an arrow, and you can just throw it right between those 2 rocks with no issues, and it's an easy hole, honestly. I used to miss this hole more often than I would have liked back when I threw the explorer and the musket, and I almost never miss it. All right, so hole 6, this is a big one, trying to do the turnover, and this is, with a wind of 2 like it is, it's really touchy, and I almost messed that one up, but it is going to hit the wall here, and I got a very, very fortunate roll back towards the pin, which allowed me to putt it instead of having to throw it in, so that was nice, 45-footer. And so now I'm feeling really, really, really good about this round because hole 7 is the Mando hole. I know I'm going to throw the recoil, and I almost never miss this one. So it's all going to boil down to, can I get either 8 or 9? And so hole 8, I'm going to be using the glide skip ballista, and then hole 9, I just got to hope for a throw in. And so transition to that here. Okay, so the couple rounds before this, I was leaving them out a little wide right, so I shifted it a little to the left, and my goal is just to land on the right side of that far hill and just have it skip up. And so right here, I thought it was a perfect shot. You just got to hope for the skip, and it's just absolutely perfect. To me, anything that's in putting range is perfect for that hole. So 42 feet is ideal. So now I think the top score was a 14 under, sorry. That was a 16. And so right now I've got it. All I need to do is birdie this hole. And so my goal here is just to put myself in position to try to get a good shot. And I left it a little short, but if you've watched any of my videos, I love throwing the forehand fuse from 160 to 180. So this is slightly uphill, and I'm just going to go ahead and run it. I don't care if I go long. I really want this one. And midair, I knew it was good. It was a little high, but smashed chains. And so that right there was a phenomenal round. I guess it's possible to beat that with an ace on one of those other ones, but that is, I'm pretty confident that that's going to stick as the first place. I wouldn't be surprised if a couple other people are able to tie me. So those rounds were about 20, 25 minutes apart. And as of the time I finished those, I was in solo first. And fast forwarding ahead to about 40 minutes left, the score held. I had a few other people tie me for first, but the 15 under held and will be the winning score for today. So hopefully you enjoyed the speed rounds at the beginning and the 15 under for this one. Again, I wish I would have had the roller for that last hole, but it still seemed to work out all right. So I will see you guys on the next video.